Stop chasing, man. Y'all get on in here, man. Get on in here. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Who ready to make some money? Who's ready to find some levels? How was everybody's weekend? Anything exciting happen? Somebody, y'all in the chat, let me know something exciting that happened to y'all this weekend. I want to hear from you. Y'all tell me something exciting that happened for y'all this weekend. Who we got up in here? Doop! You already know what time it is. All right, as y'all come in, hit that like button ASAP, immediately, pronto. All right, Doop! That's all I need. I'm never gonna gatekeep any levels, information, or anything that you need to be successful. All I'm asking for is a little Doop. That's it. Is that too much to ask? Brittany, how you feeling? QTZ in the building. Tycoon, what up, what up, what up? Joy, how you feeling? KDHK, what it do? James, what's going on with you? Jamie, how you feeling? Ozone, Oso in the building. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling, man? I'm charged up. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to, I don't know. I got a lot of energy today. He said my story would be bad energy. You said just, oh, you don't want to, I feel what you're saying. Hey man, you know, look, we a family over here, you know what I mean? So it's always cool to share, you know what I mean? But if you feel like it'll bring down the tone and you don't want to, you know, that's cool too. But we here though. All right. Natalie, how you feeling? Darrell, what up? What up? You said what about Starbucks second target? I took majority profits off of Starbucks, so that's all right. So when we have these 3 targets or whatever, I take majority off the top on target 1, and then I don't really even be paying attention to the runners. It's just like I'll look to see if it does what it needs to do. Sometimes I wind up cutting the runners, but I never put myself in a position where I take profit and wind up giving money back to the market. Never. Not putting myself in that position. So target 1 is usually where I'm gonna take majority of the trades off. You know what I mean? So target 1 was hit. I gave y'all, I was like, here. I was like, peel off here, peel off here. If you got 1 contract, that means take the whole thing off. Obviously, because if you got 1-2 contracts, take the whole thing off because you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you only can peel off if you got like 10 plus contracts. If you're talking about 1, 2, even 3 contracts, leaving a runner can kind of like impact your profits. If you let it sit too long. All right, so yeah, beautiful trade on Starbucks. We got up in there and out of there. Anybody that was on the live, once again, a swing call was called and hit within 1 day. All right, so this is the power of being here on live. It don't cost you nothing, and we giving you money, and I can't get a doop. Come on, man. Somebody talk to these people not giving me a doop. I can't get a doop, and we giving you money. Come on. Mark Quinn said, just kicking it with my 2 young ones at the indoor playgrounds. Hey, I love to see a father spending time with his kids, man. It's a beautiful thing, bro. I love to see that. One thing you can't put a price on is memories, experiences. You know what I'm saying? Anything you ever got for them, they might forget, but they'll never forget them, them moments. You know what I'm saying? Jamie said, chill with the fam, enjoy quality time. I love to hear it, Jamie. Jamie, where are you from? Ash, you already know. Doop. He said, my energy is up because of Adobe and Starbucks. There we go, Ozone. Listen. 2 fire plays. Subsistence, how you feeling? No extendo, what up? You said Intel? Let me check it out. K2861. Doop, you already know what it is. Don't. He said, don't keep the. Oh y'all messing with this, y'all fuck with this? Yeah, this the little yellow OG sweatshirt. You know, something simple. Yeah, we about to find something best, Beezy. Best thing ever. It keeps me close to my inner child. Yeah. Hey, nah, look, listen, bro. It's a beautiful thing. One day I wish to have, children of my own. You know what I'm saying? So that's a real blessing, all of those that are parents. You know what I'm saying? It's a real blessing. All right. Let me look at Intel real quick. I just gotta find somebody first, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta find somebody to have my baby. All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, let me look at Intel. And y'all, we got the quarter zips dropping soon. We got hats dropping soon too. They're gonna be fire. Trust me. The quarter zip's gonna be real chill for the spring. You could dress it up, dress it down. The hats, you'll see me in one of them first. So y'all see me on here with one before they go live. I'm just waiting. We just waiting to get the samples to just make sure that we not putting just boo boo out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anything we put out, we want it to be quality. So we gotta see what those samples looking like first. All right. Let me switch my screen on over so that y'all can see what's going on here. All right. Can y'all see that? Y'all see Intel right here? Let me know if y'all can see Intel. Oh yeah, no, we got you for sure, no extender. He said you got restaurant bay. Hey, subsistence, man. I don't know. I don't think I do no. I don't think I got restaurant bay no more, man. Or I ain't gonna say that. I don't think she got me. Put it that way. I don't think she got me. But that's another story for another day. Um, let's see. All right, so Intel got a nice little reversal pattern forming right here. Looks like it could possibly be wanting to come down. Pumped a little bit today, but did pull back, or it gapped up and then it pulled back. Yeah, this could be wanting to fall. I think a lot of the market does want to come down, but it might take a little while. I do like Palantir to the upside though, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I know this bearish order block is right here, but Palantir don't really be caring about bearish order blocks. I think Palantir could go silly out of this bull flag right here. All right, if it can break out of this, this might be something that I want to take a little bit later. Let me see something real quick. Let's see. What y'all talking about? Quarter zips and matcha. You already know. He said, "Damn restaurant, man." Yeah, man. My special edition. Oh, your Benny came in the mail today? Okay. There we go. There we go, Ash. Yeah, you gotta get that fitted and take photos. Pam, how you feeling, Pam? Good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little minute. How was your weekend? Adam, what up, man? Liz, how you feeling? Zoe in the building. Doop, you already know. Stoic, what up? NVIDIA is having an event and has mentioned Intel. Okay, yeah, NVIDIA could go crazy, but look, Palantir for sure. You took the Adobe plate when it broke, and then let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Adam. All right, yeah, I like Palantir and NVIDIA as well. NVIDIA, it got this little inside candle right here. I don't think it's gonna break down much. I think it may shoot. Liz, what's the news on NVIDIA since you're watching it? I'm curious. You said you're in Palantir calls. Oh yeah, you gonna eat. Palantir is solid. I think I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take Palantir today. Pretty sure of it. Yeah, that Adobe worked out. That 3-2, that worked out beautifully. Nvidia is having an event and has mentioned Intel, Google, Dell. Okay, okay. Let me see what let's go see what Google is doing. That was something that was also on the watch list. Yeah, y'all. Ooh, this is a sweet setup right here. Hell yeah. This easy money right here. Y'all, we're taking Google. This is beautiful. We got this pullback, and then we got this bullish harami off the fair value gap. It bounced off of 50%. This wants to go up here. Yeah, we taking Google. All right, so we'll enter Google before the day's over, y'all. That's gonna be a banger right there. Easy. No, you didn't miss anything, Miss Fruitful. So we're not taking Palantir just yet. Let me switch over to y'all. We're not taking Palantir just yet, but it does look good. It does look good for possible entries. Okay. So we possibly gonna take that, but Google looks really good to the upside. Google looks really good. You said you got out of it to watch me? Okay. My weekend was great, Pamela. It was great. Well, I appreciate you popping your head in, you know what I mean? Even if you can't stay the whole time, I do appreciate you showing up. But definitely, definitely come back and look at this to make sure that you get the plays. Again, I put it in the Swing King, chat or channel in the group. But yeah, we definitely gonna take Google. I'll walk y'all through that. No, if you were in Starbucks, we took majority of those profits off at Target 1. If you only had 1 or 2 contracts, you should have gotten completely out of it. Let me go see where Starbucks is right now to see if it's worth staying in. But yeah, we took profits on that. Yes, it's bouncing pretty hard at Target 1, right? It's bouncing pretty hard at Target 1. Will it continue downward? It could. But again, that first target was where we took majority of of profits. So I'm not sure if you're in profit, I would just take profit, and then once it breaks through and closes below target 1, you could re-enter. But just for the sake of keeping you green, keeping you in profit, don't let a green trade turn red, especially when it hit, like I said, it already hit a target. So if I'm not, you're in the group, so always, I'm always gonna give y'all targets. I gave y'all targets. Always remember, the first target, take majority off. If you don't have 5+ contracts, you got to take them all off, because one could ruin some of your profits on if you only take off a couple. So if you say you got 4, you take off 2 and then you keep 2, right? You could ruin that trade by it going in the opposite direction for a substantial amount of time. Or if you get a crazy bounce, or whatever, or you hold it overnight and then it goes the opposite direction. So you always want to secure the bag, right? Always secure the bag, because once you secure the bag, you can always be like, all right, well, let me see what I want to do next. Let's think about it. That's the reason that we have multiple targets. Now, if something is moving quickly, this is when we can say, all right, well, this is moving powerfully through the target. It's not hesitating or bouncing. I might be able to hold on a little bit more here, or I might be able to just re-enter if I took all profits off. But that first target, you absolutely got to make a decision to get up out of there, at least for a majority of your, your contracts. But again, if you only got, a few of them, just take them all off. It's no point. You know what I mean? It's not. It'll put you in a position where you're like, damn, I should have just took them all off. Right? We got 20% out of out of that play. There's never nothing wrong with getting 20%. All right. All right, let's go look at some more opportunities. But again, y'all, Google, A Wonder, what up, man? Google is going to be the main watch. There we go, Joy. Could you put it in the Swing King channel if you get out at target one? Sometimes I miss when the trade. I can't promise you that, Tina. I'm gonna be real with you because I'm doing a lot of things. Like I think eventually we will have somebody that can that will be like a stenographer almost. That will be like writing everything that me and Zay say. We are working on that, but to go in and be like, I'm getting out at target one, just know that I'm getting out at target 1, 2, and 3. I'm telling you now, like, how to get out. So target 1, take majority off. If you only got a contract or whatever, take it off. If I give you the targets, that's the target. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta wait for me or need me to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you each of the targets, but target 1, you should always be taking something off, no matter how many if you got 100 contracts, you should be taking a majority of them off at target 1. If you got a few, take them all off. Target 1 is usually gonna be the place where we get up out of there. All right. Do you have to be in the club to get one of them TPC? Do you gotta be a prosperity collector to get a TPC hoodie or paraphernalia? I'm gonna have to say yes, Cortez. I'm gonna have to say yes. We can't have nobody walking around in TPC. They're not in TPC. That just don't make no sense. With all due respect. You said Amazon moving nicely. All right, let's see. All right. Yeah, you got to be TPC to wear TPC. You got to be TPC to wear TPC. Let's look at what Amazon is doing. Yeah, Amazon got a nice little. Y'all, Amazon look good for a swing because this is a confirmation day. But it's, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that just yet. I'm not gonna say it's a confirmation day. It's still inside of this little this little consolidation area. So not quite, but Google look good though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Google look fire. Google looks fire. Yeah, we gonna take Google for sure. I'm trying to see if we can find like one more and maybe take 2 today, but we taking Google for sure. Yeah, but exactly, Miss Fruitful. Tell them like you can always join TPC. You know what I mean? And real talk, like if you buy a couple of, so all right, let's just say we did say, okay, people outside of TPC could wear TPC. Like that's how would that, you know what I'm saying? Like how would that make people in TPC feel? Also, if you bought a couple of items from the merch store, you might as well have spent that money on the membership. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. He said, I've been playing Double Dutch with Amazon the last 30. Are you so you in Amazon right now, Nice One? Do you have somewhere where I can contact you about a partnership? It's right up your alley. Yeah, send me an email right here. Send me an email right here. Send me an email to that email right there. Just jumping in, did we get anything? No, Trent, we didn't get anything yet, but we are looking to take Google. All right. So we got about an hour 10 left until the market closes. I want to see what Google does between now and then. So we don't want to jump in too soon because things could change a little bit. But it looks like it's forming an inside candle, as you can see right here. right? So we got an inside candle right off of a fair value gap, which is considered a bullish harami, and this is also a bull flag. That right there, my friends, is three confluences, right? We got three confluences right there. Not to mention, it's still holding the structure of this double bottom, and then we got this bearish order block up here. So what I'm thinking is we get in, we can take it to 309, about 308.70 first target. Then we could take it to 312, and then we could take that thing up to 319. All right. Beautiful setup right here, y'all. I'm really excited about getting into this. Do you have somewhere? Okay. You said IBM. It's gonna be calls. A wonder calls. Oracle was mentioned too. All right. All right. So let me jump into some of these plays so we can get these opportunities knocked out, and y'all can see exactly where we at. So we'll start with we'll look at IBM. All right, we'll go to IBM because when Liz come through, she coming through. All right, Liz ain't about to throw nothing in there that ain't looking good. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do her research first. All right. So yeah, this looks good. Damn, this is solid, Liz. Yeah, IBM look good. Yep. Nice little bull flag here. Pull back to the fair value gap. Today's a confirmation day. This could be a solid one, up to about 254. Yep, you could get about $4 or $5 out of this. Pretty easy. Yeah, it's not a bad one. We'll look to see how, we'll keep an eye on this to see how it closes and see if we're gonna take it. But that's a solid one. All right. Google, we looked at. Let's see, Snowflake. Let's see, Snowflake. Yeah, Snowflake is on the daily. It is in a bit of a consolidation, right? It's in this little tight range for the past week. It is bouncing off of this fair value gap, even though it is also creating a bearish engulfing. So that's saying that this does want to come down, but we've flashed bearish signals, quite a bit this past week. So I don't trust this necessarily on the first signal. I need to see a little bit more confirmation to the downside before I enter this. So I'm not too fond of this. Some other people may also look at this as a version of a bull flag. If you look at this up movement and then this consolidation and possibly going up higher, but I'm not seeing anything that's worth taking just yet. If we can get some more confirmation to the upside, cool. If we can come down a little bit more and get a confirmation to the downside, then we can discuss that as well. But as it stands, I'm not seeing anything that's worth it for Snowflake just yet. All right, yeah, we looked at Intel, we looked at NVIDIA and Palantir. I'll go back to Palantir because that was another one I was interested in getting in, and I know a lot of people joined a little bit after that discussion. So let's go to Palantir real quick. Yeah, Palantir is starting to break out of this bull flag, y'all. So I like it. I like it a lot. Normally, I would want to see this break out of the flag, but we also have what's like it's staying right here. Also, is a bullish harami. So, this could constitute as the reversal signal, and we could see a major explosion tomorrow on Palantir. So I like this a lot, right? We could see this. Yes, the bearish order block is right here. But a jump this much and then a little pullback and a bounce off the fair value gap, we could see it blow right through this bearish order block. So we'll see. And even if we don't get it to go through there immediately, just a move to test the bearish order block is a $2 move. So a $2 move is still solid. That's still solid to wake up tomorrow today. All right. So yeah, we'll make a decision a little bit later about Palantir. Right now, we got Google, IBM, and Palantir as options that we're going to weigh, which is good. We like to have options. Friday, we had options, and we decided to choose Starbucks. Starbucks worked out, as we planned. Adobe also worked out, which we were able to spot intraday today. If you woke up to it and it looked so good in the morning, but that wound up working out. People that didn't swing it, we talked about it in the group. On a 2 hour, it had a 3-2 setup, so some people were able to catch that as well. All right, so what else we got? We looked at Google. Okay, I haven't gotten in yet. You said your one turned into a 2 and you froze, but the daily is in a reverse. What are you talking about? Amazon, nice on? You said I hope that you know that. Huh? What you talking about, Liz? Did I miss something? Oh, she probably talking about what I said about doing the research and all that stuff. Yeah. Um, I want all to win. We should be helping 100%. And Liz, like that's a beautiful attitude to have, right? If we're in community, right? Communion, like we're coming together, we're you know what I'm saying, like we're acting as one. It's important. This is why, like, I don't, the whole gatekeeping thing is like, nah, that's for you trying to keep somebody out. Nah, it's like if somebody got something, it's props to them, right? You bring something dope, it's props to you. Like everybody eats, and if everybody has that mindset, you can't lose in this group, right? Follow the teachings. Follow, like when we're saying, oh, nah, it may not be the best time to trade. Like, go back and look at your charts and try to understand why we're saying that. You know what I mean? And the more you contribute, the more you'll get out of it. So, yeah, I appreciate that about you, Liz. I got confused on how much confirmation is needed. Okay. No, yeah, I got out of Starbucks for the most part, Trent. Like I got like little runners in Starbucks, but I took majority profits off at 20 something percent. It was like a little over 20%, which was right around that first target. Or actually it was a little bit below that first target because it went through so quickly. But you said you got confused on how much confirmation is needed. Let me go look at Amazon for you real quick. What time frame you was looking at Amazon on? And what are you in, calls or puts? Katine, or is it Cat? Yeah, yeah. I'll look at Oracle. I'll look at it. He said I was kidding. We still waiting on that merch though. With love, hurry up. Nah, we got you, Cortez. Look, it's coming very soon. Trust me. Like this week, the 1 hour and the 30 minute. Let me see. Yeah, I mean it got. So you're already in. You're plotting calls. You're not in yet. Okay, plotting calls at 212. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in Amazon. Yeah, I mean, so right now it's 50% of the fair value gap. So that's why it's starting to reject a little bit. Um, yeah, I would take. I would be more into it above 212.80, 212.79. Like above that level, it could want to go and retest like 215. So yeah, it could be cool above there. Let me look at it on the 2 hour, just make sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Above 212.79. It could be good. I mean, if you already entered, then obviously you would be really good right, where it's at right now. And it looks like it's possibly wanting to close the full fair value gap up to about 212.50. Um, so if you're already in it, you could start looking to take profits. But yeah, the next entry wouldn't really be until it gets above 212.79, and then when you flip back to the daily, that level of bullish activity on a day could be this could constitute a confirmation to the upside after getting this reversal right here, right? So yeah, I mean Amazon could put in some work, but it's also not at an order block. It's still inside of this bearish flag, so I'm not 100% sold on it just yet. But yeah, it could be cool. It's like where you get your didn't see where you get your the merchandise. So I was like, what I gotta do to get? Yeah, so we probably not gonna put these out. We probably not gonna put these out. But we gonna have some. We got some stuff that's like I said, fire. We showed y'all one of the quarter zips. The caps are gonna be really nice. Um, water bottles. We got a journal that we're working on. So there's a lot of great things that are going to be coming out TPC. We really just wanted to follow the lifestyle of what TPC represents. So that's spiritual health, spiritual wealth, right? You know, physically, healthy and wealthy, right? Mentally healthy and wealthy. So, um, those areas, like we want to have merch that kind of like fosters activities in that, right? So, we just trying to think creatively about what that looks like. But definitely the journals is gonna be a thing. That's gonna make it a lot easier for y'all to journal. Like we'll have all the things that you need to journal about, just kind of like written out. Um, so that's something that I think will help out tremendously as well. You said a coffee tumbler, okay, okay, that's something to think about. You took Amazon earlier, you up about 17%. Nice. Yeah, this that again, you might be looking to take profits on that pretty soon, depending. He said in IWM berries. Yeah, yeah, no, we got some stuff. Like just all the little stuff that we be saying, like we gonna figure out a way to like have a physical version of that stuff. All right, let's get back to the money. So what else do y'all want to see, y'all? We talked about IBM. Oh, somebody mentioned Oracle. Oracle. Oracle looks to be fading a little bit. Let me look at the weekly. Yeah, Oracle looks to be fading a little bit, y'all. Um, got this fair value gap down here. Yeah, there's no clear direction on Oracle just yet, yo. I got to see what it does tomorrow because when we have something like this, it can go in either direction. All right, it has filled this fair value gap, and it is like kind of like bouncing a little bit, off of that level. So this could be a sign of a reversal. We just need a little bit more confirmation. So yeah, I don't see a play that's readily available on Oracle just yet. Candy girl, how you feeling? Ooh, you already know what time it is. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come in. Dr. Natalie said she said I buy a coffee tumbler. Awesome. So yeah, we got some coffee and tea drinkers in the building. Are y'all more coffee or tea? Put it in the chat. Are y'all more coffee people or tea people? All right. All right, y'all. So again, Google is the main watch, for today. That's what we're going to be looking to enter while we're on this call. And when we get to that point in the day, I will walk y'all through that. Tesla and Meta. Okay, let's go. Also, y'all, I gotta say this. I gotta do this for all of those who are on this call. I need you to understand something. All right, this live, right, is for entertainment purposes only. All right, I can't be giving you financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. So anything that you feel inspired to do from being on this live, know that you are taking it with your own brain because you want to, right? You're deciding, right? You did your own due diligence, your own homework, your own research. And for that reason, you're deciding, oh, this might be a good play to get into, but not because Selly says so, not because Young Sale, not Mr. Benson. All right, you're doing it because you want to. All right, I just want to clear that up. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. All right, I don't want to move any further. Y'all thinking that I'm advising you on anything. All right, Dr. Natalie said coffee before noon and tea after. There we go. Now we took majority of profits in Starbucks candy. So yeah, Ashley said tea, other herbal hot beverages. Ramon sees my face. Okay, nice. Yeah. I'm majority tea, and every now and then I'll have this is actually a coffee right here. But it's rare that I drink coffee though. But I'm mainly a tea person too. And you heard me, Candy. I like that. Like the only other person to call me Selly was like, because everybody that know me call me Sel, right? If you know me from like growing up, they call me Sel, or they call me Mayo. Like Mayo is another nickname that I had like growing up. But so Sel or Mayo. But Selly, I think I heard maybe like once. But yeah, it got a nice little ring to it. All right, let's see. Glow Love says she said tea. Okay. Yeah, it look like we got a lot of tea people in here. Does apply look bearish? Okay. All right, Pixel. So look, we're gonna go BMNR and then we're gonna go apply. Let's get it. Let me switch this back so we can get right into it, y'all. All right. So let's go BMNR. Yeah, if I drink, like I said, the rare times that I drink coffee, I think because I drink it so few, like it be having me, I be too turned up, man. Man. Oh wow. What crypto must be on one today? We were just talking about BMNR the other day. I was saying that we should wait until it gets out of this bullish order block because it's kind of up in the air. But man, it pumped 14% today. Goodness. Yeah, there's no way. When you look at this right here, there was no way for us to predict that. If I would have signaled this on Friday, it would have been a complete guess. You know what I'm saying? So the stock market has a way of doing stuff sometimes like that. That's why I was like with crypto, since it's a 24-hour market, you just never know what's going to happen. You never know what type of incentives are going to come into that space. So, man, this is pumping. If this closes like this, I would be interested in swinging it. Yeah, this is pumping like crazy. God. Just from when I started talking, it's almost up a whole percent from there. Wow. What's going on with crypto right now? Let me see something. Let me see what's going on with E. Oh my. Yeah, y'all. If this closes like this, I might swing a few. I would be open to a few like crypto stocks. BMNR definitely. If this can close bullish like this. This is taking it out of the range. I I really would like to see it above 2400. I would really like to see Ethereum above 2400 first. Um, but yeah, this is not a bad start. It's not a bad start at all. BMNR looks really good. We'll keep an eye on that, y'all. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, that's a crazy move. All right. So yeah, if we can close outside of this order block, y'all, like I might be open to swinging BMNR up into these fair value gaps right here. All right, so we got a lot of solid stuff on the radar, y'all. A lot of solid stuff on our radar. We just got to make sure that we're entering um, towards the end of the market. So we'll get back to that. All right. So yeah, keep BMNR on the radar. Yeah, Coin, IBIT, all of that stuff. All of those are all great crypto stocks, and we may be reaching that time. All right. Yeah, we was just talking about BMNR. Yep. You said I'm turned weekend coffee, but weekly tea. Okay, I like that. I like that. She's like, I like to have fun on the weekends, but I keep it real during the week. I feel you. You said Nvidia blasted off. He said there's a rapper from the Bay named. It's a rapper named Sally Sell. That's hilarious. Well, I guess I gotta find another rapper name. Then he's like, I only drink coffee when I'm trying to throw up. That's crazy. All right, let's look at Applied real quick, y'all. Let's look at Applied. Mm. Applied look like it's kind of giving like a little head and shoulders action. Um, yeah, I'm not really seeing nothing immediate on Applied. Let me look at the weekly. Yeah, applied may want to go up on the weekly. It looks like we got a little engulfing here, and we could possibly be getting like a little pump to this fair value gap at 31.29. Um, yeah, if we can break out above 29.35, then I'd be interested in calls on applied. But from on a swing tip, I'm not trusting just getting in just right here. There's not enough confirmation. But it's forming something, so that's a good one. Just keep an eye on it. Just keep an eye on it. Also, y'all, if y'all just joining, man, hit that like button for me. Doop, one time. I never gatekeep any levels. Just do not gatekeep those likes. All right. As y'all hit that like button, it allows more people to come into the algorithm, more people to come into this live, so that they can get the same information that's changing your life. All right. We come on here every single day. We scour the market, try to find the best setups. We take it, we make money, repeat. All right. So if you on here, man, show love by just giving it a like. All right. Also, if y'all don't have a trading home yet, let me switch. I gotta flip. I gotta come back on the big screen. All right. If y'all don't have a trading home yet, man, the Prosperity Collective is the way. For those who hang out on the lives, I enjoy y'all being here, and I'm glad that y'all are able to, get this information and knowledge and make money and profit. But when you're looking to take it to the next level, when you're looking to be a part of a greater community that you are in touch with, I mean, shit, we be talking pretty much all day long, right? You can monitor your notifications or put them on as you wish. But we're not talking about getting money. We're talking about fitness. We cracking jokes. We do so much in the community, and I think it really gives people that are kind of like isolated the chance to come together with like-minded individuals. Sometimes we're the only person in our immediate friend group that's thinking the way that we think, right? Or in our area, we might not have connected, with those people that are thinking the same way, but somehow all these energies that are very similar, they come together. Like attracts like. So with me and Isaiah deciding that we wanted to just, start sharing, what we talk about and how we move with y'all, it opened up the door for y'all to come into the fold. So if you resonate with how I speak and deliver my messages and stuff like that, you resonate with the information, it's been working for you, hit the link in the description and come join the family. All right, we would love to have you. I'm not even gonna try to sell you on it. Whenever you're ready, just do that. All right. Let's see. Okay, Lyft and Shop, Marvell, DoorDash. So all right, y'all said Nvidia pump. Let me look at Nvidia real quick. Let me switch this back over. I'm gonna look at Nvidia real quick and then I'll get into those because y'all keep saying Nvidia pump. So let me see. We was just talking about that shit. It pump? Did it pump and then get shot down? I don't know. It don't look like it's pumping to me. Oh yeah, it is kind of pumping a little bit. Oh man. I'm looking on the 2 hour. If we got a 3-2 setup, this might be a nice intraday. Let me see if it got a 3-2 on this. Something that's brewing on the 30-minute. Yep. Yep. So y'all, we might have a 3-2 situation going on with Nvidia. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this. We might have a little 3-2 situation. Let's see how it closes in the next 12 minutes. But yeah, this might be a little situation right here. Look at the daily too, because the daily might be forming the 3. That's the 2. Oh, so yesterday. Oh yeah. Yesterday was the 3, but it was a 3 down now. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It ain't nothing that's really like. It's nothing that's making me want to take a move right now. It went silly. Yeah, it went okay. So yeah, I guess I must have missed that when I was talking. Oh wow. Okay, so it must have pumped and then dumped for a little quick second. All right. So let's I'll look at DoorDash real quick. Yeah, I don't know what happened with Nvidia, what made it pump like that. I'm looking at where it went, where the wick is. That's crazy. Yeah, DoorDash looks like it's on a confirmation day, so this could possibly be a cool little swing. Fair value gaps up here. Yeah, this could be a nice one. Double bottom. Yeah, I don't see why not. That's a solid one. Um, yeah, this could go to about. I mean, it could really come up to like 176 for real. DoorDash sees orders rising about 22% annually. Traders note focus on margin expansion to boost marketplace profitability. Okay. Yeah, this is solid. It looks like today's the confirmation day, so we might get 2 or 3 more days in a bullish direction. So that could definitely be one as well. You said the conference call. Okay, yeah, DoorDash runs. Yep. Nvidia has a $1 trillion backlog. Oh wow. Stocks did a quick pump and then go down. It was silly, man. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even see that. Um, okay, we do Marvel, and then we'll do yeah. We got a nice little bag we about to get tomorrow after we take this play. So if y'all are on the call, make sure y'all stay locked. We getting ready to take some plays in a second. I just wanted to finish going through this list, and then we're gonna get into actually get into this money. Yeah, this is a breakout of a bull flag, y'all. Man, there's some solid plays in the market today, man, and they're not all the same play, which is good. when you see the market all giving the same exact play, be cautious. But when you see it in a variety of plays, then that is signs of a healthy trying to go to the upside. This looks like we have a healthy way to the upside, y'all. Like there's nothing that looks like ridiculous. I'm just gonna put it like this. It don't gotta be perfect, you know. It's just to get the consolidation. So as long as we got the bodies of the candles that are consolidating, we're good. So this is a bull flag right here. Today is a breakout. If it can close above this fair value gap today, it's a good swing. It's a good swing to the upside. Yeah, this would be a solid swing to the upside. Like I said, y'all, we got a lot of plays. You could swing this and you could take this, right to 90, 94, 95 bucks, and you could take first profits right there. You could take first profits on Marvell right there at 95. If it closes above this fair value gap right here at the top of it is 91.50. So if it closes above 91.50, that'll be a solid place to take a swing, on weeklies or next week's, right up to about $95 for your first take, and then after that you just use the measured move of the flagpole, and then maybe take it like a quarter of the way, 50% of the way for the next target. But yeah, man, it's looking. We got some stuff, y'all. We got some opportunities for sure. Marvell, you said runs in correlation with MU. Okay, so when they run, okay, got you. Yeah, there's an event on NVIDIA. Is the event coming up or is taking place right now? Hey, Mark Quinn said he's still convinced on NVIDIA puts. All right, you can keep being convinced. Let's see if it. I mean, it is falling though. It is falling, Mark Quinn. It's definitely falling. That could have been. I mean, when we look at it here, let's get real with the technicals real quick, okay? Because another thing that can happen is you can get news and all of that stuff, and it's in a bear flag, y'all. So what Mark Quinn is saying is not far fetched. What I was talking about earlier when we was in the group, I was like, you just need confirmation, because even though it did all that pumping, technicals is saying it's supposed to come down. This is a 3-bar candle on the daily. So anybody that swung this to the downside, remember y'all, we were thinking about getting in this. So technicals had to be saying coming down, because we were thinking about getting in puts last week. I was like, I don't think we should get in there. We should take Starbucks instead, which was a great call. But yeah, once it breaks out of this flag right here, it got a little distance to go. So it could absolutely fall. It came up on the news event and it retested this bearish order block. Institutions was like, bet, sell. So yeah, this could fall. I mean, we could see this fall into the 160s, and it could be like one of the biggest like reversals of all time in a 24-hour period. It definitely could happen like that. So I'm gonna stay away from NVIDIA. NVIDIA is also one of those stocks that can do its own thing. So even if the market is going in a certain way, like NVIDIA can still do its own thing. We've seen that a number of times. Man, I feel bad for anybody that tried to chase NVIDIA to the upside. Please tell me nobody in this group did. Did anybody try to chase NVIDIA? Jensen spoke earlier that that was the reason for the pop. Okay, so the CEO was talking. Yeah, no, I see why you're looking at NVIDIA puts on the daily, Mark Quinn, but when you said something about the 5 minute or something, or the 2 minute or something like that, I'm like, hold up, we gotta reevaluate this. But yeah, to the downside, it looks like it could be cool, but again, I wouldn't mess with it until it breaks out of the bear flag. Because even with this, right, even though it went up there and sold off, if it closes like this could be a bullish harami and send it right back up to the top. All right. You gotta look, sometimes you gotta ignore the wicks and you gotta look at what's happening with the pattern, right? So forget the wick. The wick could have just been bringing it to this bullish harami, right? So if it doesn't close below this 3-bar and outside of this flag, the upside is still in play. This is where trading can get a little bit complex sometimes, y'all, because we're taught like a pattern looks like exactly like this, or it has to happen exactly like patterns are just like humans. They come in all different like shapes and sizes, but sometimes they can mean the same thing, right? It may not look exactly like how you know how it looked when you learned it, but like for example, when you learn how to draw a bull flag, what they say in a lot of courses is like, oh, it needs to have like three candlesticks up and like 3 green candlesticks up and then a pullback, and that makes it a bull flag. But sometimes a bull flag might be one big, big ass green candle, or it might be 2 big green candles and then the pullback, right? So the pole might be 2 candles long, and sometimes it might be 7 candles long. It just depends, but it's still the concept of something going up and then pulling back 50% of it that makes it a bull flag. All right. He said, "You'll show me in person why." All right, yeah. Let me know what you were saying, bro. You said no. Okay, good. He said, "Don't chase the rabbit." Yeah, exactly. Stop chasing. You already know. I'm glad nobody chased that. All right, we don't do that over here. That would have been offensive if y'all would have been like, yeah. All right, because I get on these videos every day and say, "Stop chasing." So if it's one thing that y'all know not to do in the Prosperity Collective, is that. Somebody said they had a rejected though. Hold on, let me see. It rejected though is coming down. Yeah, it's coming down. But here's the thing. When you're looking at it on a daily like this, right? Yes, it rejected. Now, when this wasn't rejected, right? When it was pumping, some people could have thought that, this was a totally different pattern forming and could have went after it. Even though it rejected this hard, this is what I need you to understand. If it closes like this is a bullish harami. When you have a red bearish candle and then you have a candle inside of that body, it could mean that it's heading back up to the top. All right, so this wick wouldn't even matter, right? Now this wick does matter if it breaks outside of this bear flag. If it breaks out of this bear flag or it takes out this 3 candle right here, then we would have a 3-2, right? So the 3-2 setup could be coming very soon. If it comes and not a 2 up, I'm talking about a 2 down. All right, so this is a 2 up right. This is a failed 2 up right now. We want to see a 2 down, meaning a bearish 2-bar. So that would happen if it came and broke previous day lows. So until it breaks previous day lows, the upside is still in play. I need y'all to understand what I mean by that, right? So even with a bear flag, you got to try to understand this concept. Even with a bear flag, what is a bear flag made up of? Let me see my people that's let me see my wizards. Where my genius is at? What is a bear flag also made up of? Let's see who be paying attention. What is the bottom part of a bear flag made up of? Where my scholars at? Where my scholars at? What's the bottom of a bear flag made up of? Y'all give me a quick doop one time. All right, hit that like button if you're just joining. All right, I never gatekeep any information. Don't gatekeep the likes. All right, just hit that like button for me. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, in about 10 to 15 minutes, we're going to be entering our first swing trade for the day. All right. Support. That's a version of it. Yeah, what type of support though? I say this all the time, y'all. What's my favorite thing to say when I look at a chart? I like, what you got to draw? What you got to draw though? So once y'all understand this, right? The bottom of a bear flag is also a trend line. That's all. Any pattern is only being made up of trend lines. You see what I'm saying? So the bottom of this bear flag is a trend line. It's a uptrend line. To draw a bear flag, you have to draw a uptrend line. Why? Because it's going to the downside, but then it creates a short-term trend up. So because this is a trend line, if this doesn't break this previous candle low and turn into a 2 down, that means that it's holding the trend line, meaning that it still has the potential to go up. You see what I'm saying? Now, if this breaks this trend line and closes, it's saying that it really does want to follow this bear flag pattern. Does that make sense? So a trend line is the bottom of a bear flag. A downtrend is the top of a bull flag, right? So we got an uptrend line, like a bullish trend line at the bottom of a bear flag, and we have a downtrend line, a bearish trend line at the top of a bull flag, because they go in the opposite direction for a short period. That trend line is going to let us know if it's honoring the pattern or if it wants to hold and go in the same direction. All right? Very important to know. Very important to know. And I don't got my screen shared. God damn it. All right? So again, appreciate it, Natalie. This is a trend line, right? This is a bear flag. But again, all bear flags have the trend line under it, a bullish trend line under it. All right? You can't draw a bear flag without drawing a trend line, right? So we got the trend line under it. If this comes and closes below this, it would also have to take out this 3 candle right here, which would make it a 3-2. A 3-2 down, and that 2 would get very bearish really quickly if it broke this previous candle. Like in the next 30 minutes, if it decided that it wanted to come down and clear this, not only would it clear it, but it would probably come down pretty quickly, maybe even down to like 170 something. All right? But as long as it's holding this trend line, we can't front run it and be like, oh yeah, it's coming down because it rejected. Yeah, it rejected, but it didn't reject hard enough to get it to a place where it broke the structure. So even though there was a lot of people selling right here, because it did come and retest an area where there are institutions pushing it down, hey, guess what? There's also an order block right here that's bullish. So if it doesn't break into this and start, and break the structure of the bear flag, hey, I don't care how far this come down. As long as it's inside this 3 candle, it still has the potential to go up. All right? This is how you start to read charts and understand, like, it's not always going to be it's not going to always look the exact same. This is when you got to turn on, your logic a little bit more and start understanding like rules of trend lines and patterns, right? This is why we need closures on larger time frames in order to make decisions about entering trades. It's going to save you so much time and money. All right? So a bearish upward and a bullish is a downward trend line. Exactly. That's all it is. A bull flag is a short-term downtrend. It went up, but you're drawing the flag on the short-term downtrend. When it's a bearish, or a bear flag, it goes down, and then you're drawing the short-term pullback, which is to the upside. So if something goes down, the pullback is to the upside. If something goes up, the pullback is to the downside. So what that means is bear flags have a short-term uptrend, bull flags have a short-term downtrend. This is why you wait for it to break it. If it doesn't break it, it's technically not confirming it's a full flag yet, right? That pattern could turn into something else, because we also know that a bull flag could low-key turn into a double top, or it could turn into like a full reversal of a double top. A bear flag could turn into a head and shoulders, right? So it's important to understand this so that you're not getting into anything soon. This is why I tell y'all that everything comes back to what I say, the friend line. Everything. We learn all these patterns, we learn order blocks, we learn fair value gaps, we learn all this stuff. But the fundamental, like the root of trading is change of directions. The name of the game is buy low, sell high. How do I know when something is low? When it's changing directions. Think about that. It's cheap because it's going in a new direction. It got expensive on the way to where it was going. It got cheap when it decided that it's going back. You see what I'm saying? Really let that sink in, y'all. Really, really, really let that sink in. The name of the game is buy low, sell high. If something has been going in a direction for a long time, it gotta be expensive, because supply and demand says that the more people that are buying into something, the more expensive it gets. So if we got a massive amount of people that's buying into something, at some point, when it goes into a new direction, now we have a new group of people that are going to be driving it to it being expensive. So it goes from cheap to expensive, and then expensive to cheap, and then back to expensive. You always want to be on the cheap side of things. It's cheap when it's turning. It's cheap when it's changing directions. It's expensive when it's at the end of a move and about to turn. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, if y'all get that, y'all will be I'm gonna go back to the screen share. I know I took it off screen share for a second. I wasn't on the actual chart. But yeah, if y'all get that, y'all are gonna be super cool. Again, I'm gonna give you one example right here, right? Really understand this. All right. Right here at this reversal. You see this green candle right here? There were people that bought right here at this fail 2 down. And what did they do? They bought at this fail 2 down and they rode it up. They was happy, like, oh yeah, we making money. We got this joint cheap. We making money. At the point of reversal, that's when it was expensive. Okay, so the people that bought cheap here, they wanted to get expensive because that's where they're going to sell. They got in at the right time, and then they sold it when it was expensive. So they bought it low and they sold it high. Now it's high, so we want to get it cheap, but we can't get it cheap in the same direction. We get it cheap going in another direction, which is down. So the people that caught the change of direction got their puts very cheap. And when they got down here, it changed directions again with this bullish engulfing. Then it started to get a little expensive. And then it came up to the day where it was very expensive, and you see everybody they shot it right back down. All right. So we have to see things break and change directions for entries. A change of direction means buying cheap. Just keep that in your mind. If you get something at the start of a new direction, you're getting it cheap. If you try to get something in the middle or the end of a direction and you want it to continue in that direction, you're chasing and you're getting it more expensive. And what's going to happen is you're going to wind up getting kicked out of that move because you're going to get drawdown because it's going to start to change directions. All right. How do we know something is changing directions? Fair value gaps, order blocks, right? Fair value gaps, order blocks. That's why it's important to have it on your chart. Even today, y'all said NVIDIA had an event. I didn't even know that was going on, but I'm watching the charts and I see it came right up to an order block, and that's where it got knocked down, right? But even though it got knocked down in the daily, there's still one session. We still are in this day. We still got, 20 minutes, 19 minutes left in the day. All right, which we got to go get this Google real quick. All right, so we still got 19 minutes left in the day. So since today doesn't want to break through here, there's no confirmation that it's going to the downside, right? We gotta wait until we get a break out of that to be sure, right? And it could easily go up right here. All right, I'm about to go off screen, y'all. We about to go get this Google real quick. I'm gonna look at Google and IBM, but I'm definitely gonna get the Google. All right. Y'all ready to make some money? He said, I don't know, friend line. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, that trend line is going uh to save you. I'll look at Lyft in a second. I'm about to go place my order for Google real quick, and then I'll get right back, and I'm gonna let y'all know exactly which one I'm taking. All right. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to do this in like 3 minutes because I also gotta add this to the group as well. All right. Okay. Let's do it. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna go Google Googl, by the way, y'all. It's two Google. Googl, and we're going to go be cautious of the same days, y'all. I'm telling y'all, be cautious because we know the Mag 7 has the 16th, the 18th, and the 20th for expiration. We're gonna go the 20th, okay? Which is weeklies. And I'm going 305. All right? 305. These are calls. The 305 calls, 320 expiration. 305 calls, 320 expiration. This is what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not advising you to do the same. But y'all hanging out with me, so I'm just letting y'all know what I'm doing. All right? All righty. All right. I'm taking my, again, y'all, be sure that you're getting the 320s or later, right? Do not get anything today or Wednesday. All right. All right. I am in my Google calls. I am in my Google calls, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Load it to the group. All right. That's one. So now we're going to go and we had IBM was another one. What was the other two we were looking at? We were looking at IBM, and what was the other one? IBM not looking so good though. I don't like the wick on it. I don't like the wick on it. What was the other ones we were looking at? They play games with these same days. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't get caught up in the same days. Listen, we got 15 minutes left, so you can make a correction if you made a mistake. They will these same day Magnificent Seven expirations, man. They have screwed a lot of people. Okay, at the very minimum, get 320, and you could even get 327 if you want to be a little safer with the draw with potential drawdown. Okay, but yeah, yeah, BMNR. Okay, let me see. Let me see a BMNR. I mean, BMNR did make a significant move today. Um, Let me see something real quick. Yeah, I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna take BMNR. I'm not saying I'm not interested in it, but I'm not gonna take it today. Um, with a move like this, it what it may do is it may revert a little bit tomorrow and still have a green day, but we just may have a better opportunity in the morning. And I don't want to put that level of like anxiety on anybody. Okay, so I'm a pass on BMNR. What was another one we were looking at, y'all? Oh yeah, DoorDash and Palantir. Thank you. Okay. Um, and I know I'm not showing my chart. I'm just trying to get to the plays real quick, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, Palantir is a solid one too. It's not. I'm a pass on Palantir, even though I think it is gonna go well. I'm not gonna signal that one. Let's see DoorDash. I think DoorDash could give us a better go. Hmm. Hmm. So the last one had a field two. I'm gonna put that two up. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see something real quick. Mm-hmm. Two, reverse two, two. Um, I mean, it gives a little. So DoorDash is known for giving at least like a 2 to 3 day move upon reversal. So give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to take DoorDash though. I'm not taking DoorDash. I'm not taking DoorDash. Marvell. Let's see. We got about 11 minutes left. Yeah. I don't like that either. I'm just gonna rock with Google, yo. We're not gonna force it. We're not gonna force nothing. So Google's the move. Yeah, yeah. We're not gonna force it. Again, we can always get back to these plays, y'all. Like the confirmation or the the answer may lie in tomorrow. So we don't have to front run it. We don't gotta force it ever. That's why I always say, stop chasing. All right, we can always grab it. Right? We don't. We're them. All right. We don't go trying to prove things to anybody. We let it come to us, and when we see what we want, we get it, and that's it. That's the Prosperity Collective. That's this YouTube community. All right. So we're not gonna force it. I'm not liking how Marvell is closing. I'm not liking how Dash is looking. On the weekly, Google looks the best. Palantir is not quite there yet. BMNR had a very very strong move already. We may get a little bit of a regression for people taking profits that were in those swings, and we may have a better opportunity to enter tomorrow or maybe on Wednesday. So I'm going to avoid that. I will. Let me go back and look at Amazon really quickly, and that'll be the last one. But I think this is solid, y'all. I think we got a solid play on our hands, and we just gotta like let it cook. Let's see. All right, Amazon. Yeah, I mean, again, yo, Amazon looks good, but again, it's inside of this this like diagonal consolidation or a bear flag, if you will, right? So even though it does have this green confirmation, there's several days. Here, let me flip to this so that you can see. All right, there's several days. Give me 1 second. There's several days inside of this consolidation where there was a bullish confirmation and then it failed, right? So, you know, we had a green day here, it failed, right? We came up, you know, had an engulfed day here, reverse, it failed, right? So this is all taking place inside of this diagonal consolidation. So yes, we could, like Amazon, we could wake up tomorrow and Amazon could be up. And guess what? In the market, you miss decent plays, you miss good plays. But the goal is to find and not miss great plays. So none of these really fit the profile of a great play. Google was the only one that I could find that fit that profile. So that's the one we take, and we just kind of are okay with whatever the results are for anything else. All right, now when Amazon can break either down out of this flag or up above, then y'all see we already got the levels drawn for target 1, 2, and 3. Once it can get up here, you know what time it is. Once it comes down here, then we plan it to the downside. All right, but no forcing. All right. So that's it. That's what I got for y'all today, man. Beautiful day, beautiful session. Again, y'all, if you are not a part of a trading community, man, the Prosperity Collective is the way. The link is in the description of all of my videos. Go check out the videos I'm about to drop. I know I said I was gonna drop it yesterday, but I figured Sunday wasn't a good day to drop it. This video that I'm dropping right now after this live, please go watch it. All right, 10 market secrets. This is something that takes place on a consistent basis. If you do not know that this is happening, you are guaranteed to lose money. The people that are profitable know about these things. They know that this is happening on a consistent basis. They know how to stay away from it. All right, please go watch this video. Please, for the sake of your account, go watch this video. All right, this is going to give you the utmost confidence in what you're already implementing. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if you got any questions or need some clarity around it. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Great session. For sure, Candy. I appreciate you. LaRue, good to see you. You know I got you. All right. Nah, I never heard of Sally Sale from the Bay, man. But that's crazy. That's what my homegirl E, that was the one that called me Sally, but that's how she used to say it. She would say Sally Sale. Never knew that was an artist from the Bay though. Now I gotta go to check the music out. I gotta go check the music out. All right. There we go, Candy. She said Starbucks broke her off with a little smooth 75%. Let's go. That's what we like to see. All right. Look, y'all continue to like this video, man. I appreciate y'all. As always, love over here. Remember, invest smart so you can live free. All right. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.